This is Troy Davis's story, a man on Georgia's death row awaiting execution for a crime he didn't commit.
We need to understand why the color of somebody's skin or the amount of money that they have still dictates justice. We need to understand why we can use legal technicalities to free some people and then keep other people in prison. We need to understand why these things happen. It's really funny that in Savannah, the District Attorney Spencer Lawton said that you people are a joke. That Amnesty International and all these human rights people that are fighting for Troy Davis are a curbside circus show. That's what he said in the newspaper. So we need to let them know in Savannah that we're bringing the circus to town. Even support the death penalty, like Bob Barr and William Sessions, Sam Millsap, prosecutors are coming on board saying this is not why we support the death penalty. There is something wrong here in Georgia. And if these lawmakers and these judges and these prosecutors won't change it, then we have to change it. Yes. We have the opportunity to let them know that we're not going to tolerate this.
In 1991, Troy Davis was convicted of murdering off-duty police officer Mark McPhail in Savannah, Georgia. When McPhail tried to prevent 3 men from assaulting a homeless man, one of the men pulled out a gun and shot the officer in the gut. As he lay on the ground dying, the gunman stood over him and shot him again in the head. Both possible shooters, Troy Davis and Red Coles, were black. Officer McPhail was white. After the incident, Troy Davis fled to Atlanta while Red Coles went to the police in Savannah to report that Troy had shot the officer. An arrest warrant was issued for Troy Davis, and Coles' word was never questioned, despite the fact that he was known to carry the same caliber weapon used in the shooting. He'd been seen with the gun earlier that day. 9 witnesses allegedly saw what happened in the parking lot and testified to that fact. One woman was over 200 yards away, yet she testified that not only did she see Troy fire the gun, but he was smiling as he did it, from 200 yards away. She is one of the 2 witnesses who has not recanted her testimony. The other person who hasn't recanted is Red Coles. Besides the 2 of them, all 7 witnesses recanted their testimony, citing coercion from the police or prosecutors. Although he had outspoken supporters on the court, in March, the Georgia Supreme Court refused to hear Troy Davis's case a second time. This means that Troy Davis can have an execution date set at any time.
Down in old Savannah, shots rang through the night. A man, his last pistol whipped in the corner. A cop crumbles in a streaking light. Jump in your Jehoshaphat, where are you gonna turn? The system has done failed you, and it'll fail the next time burn. Well, I'm asking, is a true day in After 19 years on the death row bed, 7 or 9 say they gave false witness at the time, but the judge, he still want me dead. 'Cause there was no physical weapon, no murder evidence, no appeal, no clemency. The judge said, well, and I was only fit for killing, unworthy to believe in God or Him in me. Oh, and the pardons and paroles, no one ever seems to know. It's just a black hole of expediency. But I'm about to be killed by the state of Georgia, and it don't sound good to me.
Now, a joint investigation between ABC News and the Chicago Tribune finds that Texas may have put at least one innocent man to death.
One of the most troublesome aspects of Troy Davis's case is that it isn't unique. In 2004, a man in Texas named Todd Willingham was executed for killing his 2 daughters by allegedly burning his house down. Governor Rick Perry took measures to ensure that evidence proving Willingham's innocence didn't come to light by discharging members of the committee assigned to investigating the crime. An independent arson expert concluded the fire at Todd Willingham's house was accidental. It was caused by a space heater.